Good day, Methodist Dave, your professional theologian and Bible teacher, with our daily devotional for Wednesday, June 3rd, chapter 3 of the book of Proverbs, verses 11 and 12 here. My child, do not despise discipline from the Lord, and do not loathe his rebuke. For the Lord disciplines those he loves, and as a father disciplines the child in whom he delights. Some of the things that you go through are your own fault. Let's not blame God for them. I watched the BBC series from the 60s, from the 70s rather, Elizabeth R. And the story, the episode dealt with the Spanish Armada. And it was supposed to invade England and capture Elizabeth and take England back for the Roman Catholic Church. And the Armada is beaten off by the British Navy. They try to circle around Great Britain and Scotland. They go into the North Sea where they run into a storm that wrecks the majority of their ships. The admiral comes back. He says out of 40,000 sailors that left, roughly 6,000 have returned. And the King of Spain says, "What is it that we've done to earn God's displeasure? Why is God punishing us? What did we do wrong? Was I not severe enough? Was I not strict enough?" And the idea was that God had punished Spain because they did something wrong. And it just was a bad idea. These ships were not built for the North Sea, and they didn't have the leadership that they needed, and they just sailed into a storm. And the North Sea is filled with them. So not everything is discipline from God, but there are some things that will occur in your life, some hardships, some difficulties that God will allow to come into your life that are there to help build your character, to build strength, confidence. You know, our armed forces train severely, and the more dangerous the mission, the harder it is that they train, the higher the standards. You know, you go through basic, that's one thing, but if you want to be special forces, you have to pass all of these tests, and they make it harder, not easier. Athletes, when a coach wants to draw the maximum out of their athlete, they push them. Dig a little deeper. I know you've got it in you. I remember the scene from the movie Facing the Giants when the coach tells the player, Brock, you know, how far can you do in a death crawl? And he says, I can do 40 yards. Or is it 25 yards? He gives a figure of how far he thinks he can do it. So he blindfolds him. And he's got this other player on his back, and he's climbing blindfolded. And he doesn't know how far he's going. He can't see where he's going. And everyone is silent. And he's just like, give me another 5 more yards. 5 more yards. You got 5 more yards in it. You can do 5 more yards. Give me 2 more yards. Give me 2 more yards. I know you got 2 more yards in it. Give me 1 more yard. Just 1 more yard. And he just pushes himself, and finally he collapses. I can't do any more. Then he has him take off the blindfold, and he sees that he's done twice what he thought he could do. See, that's discipline. That's allowing hardship into your life to learn just how much you can do, how much further you can go than you think you can. Don't despise that. Welcome it. Because when God wants more out of you, God's going to squeeze more out of you. But God's not going to squeeze more out of you than what you've got to give. So if you're going through some difficult times, keep the faith. And then when you look back and when you see what you were able to accomplish, the pride that builds up is the accomplishment. With God's help, I did that. If you have a question about this or any other subject, drop me an email, methodistdave@gmail.com. Please hit the like, share, and subscribe. And until tomorrow, please be good to one another.